The top 5 best point guard builds on NBA 2K21. As you can see, I already made them right here. And something that you'll notice, they all have sharp takeover. No, not all of them is a playmaking shot creator or a sharpshooter. But I have a different height for each build. You see, one is 6'3", one is 6'4", one is 6'5", one is 6'6", and one is 6'7". That wasn't even intentional. But this means that whatever height, whatever play style you play, whether it be ISO, you like playing 3s, you like playing 2s, I have the build for you. All I ask is drop a like on this video if it helps you out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We are on the 200K grind. But without further ado, let's get into the video and the top 5 point guard builds on NBA 2K21. So the first build I want to show you guys is the 6'3" or 6'2" playmaking shot creator. Probably the most popular build that everybody has right now. And this is a build I would recommend if you play point guard on the 3s. It is good for the 2s, but mainly offensively. Or if you play Pro-Am or Rec, this is just probably the best offensive build in NBA 2K21. I'm going to do the attributes right now, and then we'll come back. So this is the badge layout and attributes on the short, offensive-minded play shot build. Like I said, probably the most popular build people have right now. And if you just want to get buckets, you want to score the ball, this is the best build in the game for you. The 6'2" play shot if you want 99 speed. 6'3" if you want 98 speed and to be pretty good on defense. You see the badge layout: 1 finishing, 24 shooting, 23 playmaking, and 6 defensive badges. So you actually will get 2 gold badges there. I put 24 shooting, so you'll get 6 Hall of Fame. And then for playmaking, you'll get 5 Hall of Fame and 1 gold badge. Like I said, I make all my players built. Every single player you see, I will make them built. And now this is where I want to emphasize something. If you want 99 speed, you go 6'2". For 99 speed, 6'2". 98 speed, 6'3". 97 speed, 6'4", and 96 speed, 6'5". So my player is actually 6'5". I will show you guys a 6'5" play sharp, but this is an offensive minded play sharp build. So if you do want 99 speed, I would recommend going 6'2" on this build. And then for the weight, you want to go 179 pounds, so your Excel is 89 before it drops down. So 179 pounds, lowest wingspan, because you want to get your mid-range and your 3-point as high as possible. Remember, you're an offensive-minded build. And then on every single build you see today, as of today, it's September 11th. Sharp takeover is just too overpowered not to go on every single build, which is why you saw sharpshooter takeover on every build. And the first best build on NBA 2K21 is a playmaking shot creator. So the next build I want to show you is kind of like the offensive threat from last year. You guys have been asking me, when am I going to make the offensive threat that gets contact dunks from last year? Well, this is kind of a version of that. You go the majority blue pie chart, where you do have a lot of green, which is a great pie chart. The only problem is you only get Hall of Fame finishing badges with this pie chart. On every single build in this video, you will go the speed pie chart, because of course you need to be as fast as possible and copy these attributes exactly. As you can see, just like the offensive threat from last year, which had 15, 20, 15, and 6, this one has 16, 17, 16, and 5. I told you guys, this is kind of like the 2K21 version of that build, right? You are 1 inch taller, you'll make this build 6'4", and this build can do anything. This build can ISO, this build can use screens, this build gets contact dunks, this build can shoot from limitless, it can shoot lights out, it can finish in the paint effectively, it can dribble. This is a very, very good all-around point guard build. Now, we know the play shot is probably the best build as of right now because of how 2K20 is. But if you want to be different and you want to have a build that is also good but can do everything, then this build right here is for you. You can see I make him built, and this is what I wanted to emphasize for you guys. 6'4", like I explained earlier. You want to make him 180 pounds, and then your wingspan, you actually don't go minimum wingspan, you go 83.2, because take a look at this. Your ball handling is an 81, right? When you hit 99, your ball handling will be an 85, which means you can speed boost, and your driving dunk will be an 86, which means you unlock all the contact dunks. So like I told you, this build speed boosts, this build gets all the contact dunks, and you'll have an 81 3-pointer at 99 overall, which means this build can do everything the offensive threat can do last year, except you don't get Hall of Fame shooting badges, which is the only negative, but they just completely nerfed that build, and it's not possible to make that build anymore. So this is the closest thing to it. You see how many takeovers you can choose from. I would recommend either Sharp Takeover or Slasher Takeover. Slasher Takeover would be really good on this build too. Like I said, just Sharp Takeover is too good in 2K21, so that's what I would go with. And it's a different name as well. You have built a Slasher, so people are going to sag off you on this build, and with a high 3-pointer, you're going to be able to shoot and catch them off guard. So this is also one of the best builds on NBA 2K21. Next is my version of the play shot. And now before you guys say anything, this is the last playmaking shot creator build in this video. I didn't want to put 3, 4, 5 playmaking shot creator builds in the video, but you guys know just as well as I do, the playmaking shot creator is the best build in 2K21. So I had to include 2 different versions of it. This is my build. This is how I built mine, a taller playmaking shot creator. You go the orange and green pie chart to get Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame playmaking badges, and I made mine taller, 6'5", so he can do everything. And I love my build, so we'll talk about it after I'm done with the attribute. So this is how I built my playmaking shot creator. He is 6'5", so he's taller. He's fast, he has 96 speed. He has 1 finishing, 22 shooting, 22 playmaking, and 8 defensive badges. And this is one of those playmaking shot creator builds that isn't just offensively minded. You see, you get 8 defensive badges. All your defensive attributes are up. You are 6'5", so you can do everything. This is not only a good build on the 2s because you're tall and you have good defense, but if you want to run the 2 in Park or the 2 in Pro-Am or Rec, this is also a really good build. This is one of those playmaking shot creator builds that you can never go wrong with. You can run the 1. It's a great build to run point guard, but it's also a great build defensively. It's a great build to run the 2. Probably the best all-around playmaking shot creator build, and I just don't like to have my players short, like 6'2" or 6'3". So this guy is 6'5". Like I said, I make him built 6'5". You put your weight at 188. Is it 188 or is it 178? 178 pounds on this build. You will have minimum wingspan, so you get 85 ball control. You can speed boost off rip. And the 3-point and mid-range on the 6'5" is the same as it is on a 6'2" or 6'3". The only advantage you get on those builds is you get 99 speed compared to 96 speed. So I would rather the extra few inches of height than the extra few speed that you get. And just like every build, Sharpshooter Takeover is just too good in 2K21. So you see, for the last time in this build video, you have built a playmaking shot creator, my version of it, and what I feel like is the best all-around version of the playmaking shot creator. So I've shown you guys a few builds that are good at running around screens, one build that's good at everything. Now it's time to show you guys an ISO build. If you do like to ISO, this will be the best build in 2K21 for you. The best ISO build. You see, you choose the all yellow pie chart, so you get Hall of Fame finishing badges, and then like always, you go the speed pie chart, and then we'll talk about it when I'm done with my ratings. On this build, you get 6 finishing, 15 shooting, 24 playmaking, and 7 defensive and rebounding badges. kind of an all-around build, but like I said, this is mainly an ISO build. You will have 99 speed at 6'7" on this build, so you'll be tall, you'll be really fast, and with the speed boosts in NBA 2K21, you'll be unguardable. I'm just going to be honest with you. ISO this year is really, really good, so if you do want to make an ISO build, this is the build for you. With 15 shooting badges, that is more than enough to shoot really well, and your 3-point will be around a 78 on this build, which once you get your shooting badges, you will be able to shoot effectively on this build. 24 playmaking, more than enough. You'll be able to have 6 Hall of Fame playmaking badges, 2 gold finishing badges, like I said, 5 gold shooting badges, and then 2 gold defensive badges. A pretty good all-around build. You can use screens if you want, but I would recommend ISOing with this build. I make him built, like I said, 6'7" on this build. The weight, you go 188 pounds, so your Excel is maxed out where you can be the heaviest, and then lowest wingspan. You'll have 86 ball control, so you can speed boost off rip. Your 3-pointer will be a 78 and 99 overall. You'll have a 72 driving dunk, which is really good. 99 speed at 6'7". Your defensive ratings are high while you're 6'7", so you'll be a good defender on this build. This is, without question, the best ISO build in the game. And look at how many takeovers you can choose from. And it might sound weird, but sharpshooter takeover on a pure playmaker that's ISOing is so hard to guard, and with how strong it is this year, that's the takeover I would choose on this build. You guys see, for the 4th build in this video, you have built a playmaker, what I feel like is the best ISO build on 2K20, a playmaker. Let's get into the final build on NBA 2K21. So the last build I want to show you isn't really a build that you dribble a lot with. It's a sharpshooter build, so you go the pure green pie chart, but with how strong dexing and off-ball movement is in 2K21, this build could work. I've seen people run the one with this build. I'll get back to you when I'm done with the ratings. So this sharpshooter build gets 1 finishing, 28 shooting, 12 playmaking, and 6 defensive. Obviously, you're not going to be able to dribble that well with this build since it's a pure sharpshooter. But with the off-ball movement in 2K21, this build is really, really good, and you're tall. I made this build 6'6". I put 28 shooting badges, so you will have 7 Hall of Fame shooting badges. You'll have 4 gold playmaking badges you can use, 2 gold defensive badges you can use, and then finishing, you just wanted to put these ratings high enough so you can get stuff like long athlete layup package. If you do drive, you will be able to dunk. This stuff is just important when it comes to ratings. This is just a great build if you want to run the 2 in Pro-Am, the 2 on Park. I guess you could run this on the 2s with how good fading and, like I said, the off-ball movement is, but I would recommend this more of an off-ball build rather than a ball handling build, if you get what I'm saying. I make him built just like every other player, 6'6" on this build, and then you put your weight to, what did I put my weight on this build? You want to do it as at 182 pounds, because that's the lowest, where you still have 79 speed. And then your wingspan on this build, you don't put a minimum. You want to put it as low as to where you'll have a 95 3-point and a 95 mid-range, because at 99 you'll have 99 3-pointer and a 99 mid-range shot. So you put it to 81.6, and then you're a sharpshooter. For your takeover, this really isn't even a question. You go sharp takeover, you go the spot up shooter badge, and you see you have built a sharpshooter, and that is the top 5 point guard builds on NBA 2K21. You see them right here. I had a build for everybody. If you want to do both, a slasher or my tall playmaking shot creator is the wave for you. If you want to ISO, my 6'7" playmaker is the wave for you. If you want to just be an offensive minded point guard, the 6'2" playmaking shot creator is for you. And if you want a dex off ball, the 6'6" sharpshooter is for you. No matter how you play 2K21, I have a build made specifically for your play style, the best builds in NBA 2K21. If this video helped you guys out at all, please do me a favor, drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.